Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 24 of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time versus Race. Blue Hedgehogman 17 saluting you all.
And Scatlink Sean back again, once again.
Previously, I had a tough time defeating Dark Link, and I used up all three fairies to try to defeat him. I was hoping to defeat him by use of the Megaton Hammer with no other item or equipment or anything else. That didn't work. And because of that, I was not able to get to Morpha in time and complete this temple, the water temple where I am right now, like I had hoped for. And I ended up having, after giving Dark Link all the damage that I took with the Megaton Hammer and using up all three fairies, I was down to my last heart, and I didn't want to use this fire because I know that's another way to try to attack Dark Link, but I took Scatlink's advice. Originally I wasn't taking his advice, but I took his advice after all, and the Din's fire ended up allowing me to win the battle against Dark Link and get the long shot. So, yeah. And what else happened? I'm sorry.
Well, because your description was quite big, because that was like the main, not only the main focus of your episode, but it was also like it was really intense, to be perfectly honest with you. But at the same time, on my side, during that kerfuffle, I pretty much got through the child half of the Spirit Temple. There's not really much else to say other than that. I got the gauntlets. I didn't grab any gold skull tethers because I don't need to grab any because I've already got my 50. So now I'm back as an adult and I'm about to go back into the dungeon after grabbing my last heart piece.
Okay. Oh, and before we start the 30-minute timer, let me remind you guys that this is our third take on recording this episode, because in the previous two takes I used up the last two keys that you guys see on my screen, the two keys that I have right now. I was trying to open those doors that led me to the boss key. I grabbed the boss key, and as I was about to enter the door and raise the water level to the max again, I got soft locks just before I could even go through the door. I didn't experience any errors or anything. The game just stopped. It just paused for whatever reason. And this also happened to me during when I was recording some episodes of my Glover Let's Play. Glover for the Nintendo 64. I had to redo those recordings because of those soft locks that happened to me. But I didn't include the soft locks so that nobody would react otherwise. So, yeah, but that was relatively long ago. Plus, there was no commentary in that Let's Play, so, yeah.
You still may want to add that as an exclamation mark card.
I might. I mentioned the Let's Play, so I think I probably should.
And yeah, softlock, actual softlock. There was no error messages or anything like that, no plugin errors, no graphic problems. The game just literally hung, but the emulator was still active. You could still navigate, it was still responding. The game just outright locked up. And if that's how it was presented, that means it could possibly happen on actual hardware. But before attempting this third recording, what Blue has done is closed down the emulator completely, booted the emulator back up, reloaded the save state, reloaded the ROM, reloaded the save state, did it all again, non-recording, like off-screen, to go through the door and see if it worked, and it did work, so we shouldn't have any problems on this particular take.
Oh, man. And needless to say, right now it's 11 o'clock where you are, and it's 6 o'clock where I am in this particular take at recording this. Today's April 26th is where recording this, or the 26th of April where you are in the UK. So, but never mind that. Dates aren't the issue here. But anyway, take 3 of this 24th episode is gonna start in 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Now, let's do this again, and hopefully I don't have to suffer through this again. And these past 2 failed attempts have pissed me off. If this pisses me off, I'm gonna make sure that I do a save state this time for when I get the boss key. So if I do all that, do a save state, and then try to go through the door, and it soft locks on me one more time, I'm gonna start swearing, and I don't care, because this is really pissing me off.
You've already started swearing.
I don't consider piss as swearing, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay then. It is though.
I'm a little, to quote what you say sometimes. You sometimes say I'm a little bit pissed. Piss isn't really a profane word.
Well, it has the same impact as a profane word. Schools can consider it a profane word, so... oh, I didn't jump. Bugger it. Of course, I don't miss that on the last 2 takes, but on this one I do. Actually, and you know what? Because, you know, this is another recording, I'm going to have to actually bring up these conversations again, because I actually really want to talk about this and get, like, opinions. I'm running on the magic beam right now to get my final heart piece of the entire game. I didn't jump again, are you kidding me? Well, I'm already wasting time. But yeah. I'm surprised that it didn't come back for, like, any of the Zelda games after Majora's Mask, because it's a new concept. They're like little mini fast travels around the area, and they follow a set path. Imagine how that would have been implemented if it was implemented in, like, Breath of the Wild or something. I mean, you could just be whizzing around in a set area at breakneck speed, and you could just hop off and glide in your paraglide around the place.
Okay. Wasn't there anything else you were talking about during these past few failed attempts?
Well, you normally follow through after I make that comment, but since you say, it's hard to talk about something that we've already talked about 3 bloody times. It's like, that's why re-recording is sometimes a big hassle, especially when it's just technical issues in the same bloody place, because we've had the same conversation 3 goddamn times. But you were talking about, like, exclusives after I mentioned Breath of the Wild.
Okay, yeah, and I was also trying to tell you guys who are watching about possibly wanting to get a new capture card and restrict the Elgato Game Capture HD that I have to retro games such as the Wii, GameCube, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, or Sega Mega Drive, among others. But let's start with what I was saying about Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive, but it got delayed, so that when the Switch got released, Nintendo would release it alongside the game. Yeah, because they were developing Breath of the Wild for the Switch as it was getting closer and closer to the release date of that console, and yeah.
Well, it wasn't like pushed back for the Switch, it just kind of ended up that way because the Wii U was at the end of its lifespan, and yeah, it was just at the end of its lifespan, it wasn't doing very well, and it was better to have Zelda as a launch title than... It's kind of similar to how they did it with A Link to the Twilight Princess, because that was at the end of the GameCube's lifespan, but they released it for Wii first, they didn't release it both at the same time. And because of that, the Wii U didn't actually have any exclusive Zelda game during its time, because during its time, Hyrule Warriors, which was originally exclusive, got an expanded port on the 3DS, and now it's getting Definitive Edition for the Switch, which I'm getting. So it's like, what franchises actually do have exclusives on the Wii U that actually makes, you know, Wii U's actually worth it? Because Zelda Zelda on the Wii U would have been a system seller if it came out earlier, but it just didn't work out that way. But then you got like games like Star Fox Zero that everyone was actually harping on about, like, Miyamoto, could you please like make Star Fox? We want Star Fox. It's been too long. And as soon as he makes a Star Fox game, no one likes it. And I'm like, I personally like Star Fox Zero. I think it's worth the console.
Okay.
So, kind of a shame.
Okay. Actually, I think we were also talking about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess during the these past two failed attempts as well.
Yeah, you brought those up, but they're only remakes. They're not like exclusives.
Yeah. I mean, well, in spite of the fact that the differences between the GameCube original and the Wii U HD remake for the Wind Waker, there were some exclusive content for one version, and there was actually removed content on the other version. That being exclusive content for the GameCube version, GameCube original, and removed content for the Wii U HD remake. So yeah. Okay.
And when you were mentioning about recording HD content, you were because of I mentioned Star Fox Zero. You were debating if you would or would not record that.
Yeah. I said I didn't know if I was gonna record Star Fox Zero or not. I mean, I did mention that Star Fox Zero is nothing compared to the other games, but it does take the Star Fox 64 / Lilac Wars quotes.
Yeah. Sorry about me freaking out there. You'll see it in recording, but for some reason I was pushing the mirror, and for some reason I somehow did a 180 whilst pushing the thing. Okay. But yeah, going back to Star Fox Zero. Like I said, I kind of like the controls. I don't feel like the controls are the worst at all, and you do have the option of using a Pro controller for the more classical design. If you want Star Fox 64, get the 3DS remake, or get the re-release on Wii U Virtual Console. If you want Star Fox 64, you get Star Fox 64. If you want a more primitive version, go to Star Fox 1. It's all the same game, effectively. They got the same plot, they just play differently, look different. So I really do not see why people got, really narky about the control scheme, because you can use the traditional control scheme, and if you wanted Star Fox 64, you have got an enhanced port of Star Fox 64 as a remake on the 3DS. So there's literally no excuse why people were bitching after harking for a new Star Fox game.
Stop!
Miyamoto delivered. Don't tell me it happened again.
I saved it, but yes it did.
Why? Okay, I was in the middle of hookshotting. I had to pause. Alright, let me stop the thing here. Okay. Well, you've saved your save state, right?
Yes, I did.
Before entering the door?
Yes.
Okay, what you're going to have to do then is close down the emulator, load it back up and boot. We're going to cut this out, guys, see if it happens again. And we are back, and the timer is back. He's got through the door. All he had to do was close down the emulator and reboot it. And, well, obviously reload state as well. For some reason, his emulator just does not like that door. It didn't happen last episode, and he's already gone through that door once before, so...
Yeah, that didn't happen before I got the boss key. Apparently, it's happening after I got the boss key. I don't know what the issue is. Or, yeah, but we sorted this all out, and, at least we can continue now. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let me not, because the timer's already ticking, so let's continue.
Oh, I thought you were already moving.
Okay, yeah, I was paused, so maybe pause for like 10-15 seconds.
Oh, I'll do that. I mean, I've got to change my items anyway, so I need the hammer, and, no, I've already got the hover boots on, that's fine. I haven't bothered equipping my shield back on because, I lost it to a, like, I haven't bothered to re-equip it. Okay, we'll continue now.
Oh, I was on that platform and that Tektite just pushed me off. Okay.
Oh, I don't need to. I could just hook shot the chest.
Okay, go ahead. What were you saying now? Because you were saying something and I had to stop you again.
Yeah, what I was about to get towards was my favourite level in Star Fox Zero. That isn't in any other Star Fox game, and it's basically like acknowledging a meme, but also killing a meme. Because you mentioned that I can't remember if it was this recording or another recording, but you mentioned that most of like the catchphrases were used in several other games, including Star Fox Zero more prominently, and that's what I was going to get to. It's like there's this one level, my favourite level. It's one of the hidden levels, but you can basically you are in a Landmaster level and you have to go through this alternate pathway, and then you just end up in the middle of space with a few cruisers. But because you were in the Landmaster and now it's in like flight mode or whatever, Fox can't actually fight them properly because it hasn't got enough maneuverability. So Peppy, who was the only one who like went through the portal because he kind of points it out to you in the previous level, you actually play as Peppy, and every time you barrel roll, he goes barrel roll, barrel roll, barrel roll.
Oh, did I forget to? Oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, did I forget to go in there and get that gold skull, but I got it already. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Nah, that was it.
Oh, okay. Alright, anything else? Because I still haven't talked about wanting to get capture cards or anything, but...
You've already mentioned your, wanting to get a new one for 1080p recording, because you can only do 720p at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Elgato Game Capture HD that I have, can only record up to 720, but I don't think I said this I said this in one of the failed recordings, but I didn't say it again since. I want to, how do I say it, one of my friends has the AGP Tech, or it could also be known as EZ Cap or EZ Cap. And I think I saw that one for I think $80 because yeah, one of my friends has that one in particular, so maybe use that and possibly record my games in 1080p. So, yeah.
You know, you say EZ because of us in the UK, but because of the way it's named, I think the intended way for it to be pronounced is EZ.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a logo, so it's like supposed to be pronounced like that. It's like Porygon Z. I think it's actually supposed to be called Porygon Z.
Oh, right. Porygon's evolution from Pokemon. Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright, I has Mirror Shield now. I can do some reflecting shenanigans.
Oh, okay. Alright. Remember, because I have to cut some of this out, how much time do we technically have left?
Well, I paused the timer as soon as I was able to stop playing because I was lining up for a shot in the next shot. So after I made that shot, I paused everything. But then when you said 3, 2, 1, go, start the timer now, you didn't move when I started the timer, so I just stayed in my menu for a couple of seconds. But right now we've got about 60 minutes and 35 seconds.
Okay. I really hope this turns out to be a success. Well, at this point it should be, but I'm hoping this should be this is a successful third episode that we've done for this particular recording session, because like I said in an earlier episode, we've done 2 episodes as of late. We haven't gone back to doing grade 6. Oh, that was that.
This would be the third. And somehow when I tried to hookshot that wall, I somehow fell down, and then I landed on the bloody gold skull in the middle of the bloody final section. Great. But you were in the middle of talking, man, so I didn't, try to cut you off.
Sorry if I'm mashing the buttons. I'm trying to escape from Morpha. There we go.
Oh, bloody hell. I was wondering what the hell was going on. You having a bit of a... I don't know.
Well, remember, if Morpha grabs you, you can mash the buttons to escape.
I never find that actually useful. I think it's like set, like a set amount of time. It just makes you lose a little bit less health, but your health still drops pretty crazily. I just find it like it doesn't matter what you do, you're just going to lose a certain amount of health, and it takes a certain amount of time.
Okay, well remember, if you don't escape, Morpha's going to deliver more damage to you to the point where he or she or it, I think it's just launches you off.
Yeah. Up. Actually, the smartest idea would be to keep the green tunic equipped. I'd like to be red, but the green tunic has light resistance, and so does the yellow shades. For the race reasons, I'm gonna fight the race and be nice and spiffy, and just wear the green. See, Twilight Princess, all tunics have a purpose. A purpose that you can have optional, or, you know, just keep equipped. Same with weapons.
Oh!
You know what I mean about Twilight Princess?
I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose, and I let myself get grabbed. Good,
I can hear your plates rattling.
What?
I can hear plates rattling when you do that.
I told you in between recordings I've got jars in my room.
Jam jars?
Actually, I've got a glass cup as well. But that's not the point.
Oh, there's Alphonse. Dead
I am
now.
way behind
Excellent.
Morpha. Trying to grab Morpha with the... Whoa!
Bloody hell. Why are you having such epic battles? Things are happening.
Well, no. I almost got grabbed. I didn't get grabbed that time. I almost did. I didn't see his arm right there. Out of the way, move.
Well, remember, it is a long shot. You can back up a bit. These are like the only times that you see these bubbles. Even in, like, I don't even think they return it with Majora's Mask. I think that's literally the only time that these bubbles show up. You know, the ones that just zoom around for a bit and just spin.
Oh, by the way, there's one difference you didn't mention in Majora's Mask. In the 3DS version, when you try to weaken each boss with the necessary items, the boss fight's not the same because you have to then use arrows. Whoa, that was close. To aim at the eye and then try to attack with the sword, I think.
Oh, you're picking up the conversation that we had in the last episode. I was about to say, what do you mean Majora's Mask? We weren't talking about that in the previous recording of this episode, but now I just realised. Yeah, going back from what we said in the last episode about Majora's Mask and I possibly may want to cover it. I just can't do the 3DS version. That's one of the reasons why. The bosses are changed, and you don't even fight them in the same way. Adolwa, you can't just wail on him. You have to knock him down a certain way, and then you have to attack the eyeball. If you don't attack the eyeball, you're just going to be in an infinite loop. And you can hit the... Most of the time you have to hit the eyeball with arrows, because you just can't reach it with your sword.
Oh, well anyway, I defeated Morpha now.
I like how Link takes out the Master Sword, but I've got the Bigoron sword equipped.
Okay, here's the heart container. Alright, Ruto.
Hello, ladies.
Time to meet you up, Ruto. Princess Ruto.
Fiancé. Whoa, that was weird. Oh my god, he's featureless because of my plugin. They only spawn in if it's, like, on top of him or too far away. It's kind of weird. Diddle-loo! I haven't got my axe! Oh no! There we go. Welcome to die. It's gonna be super quick. Oh! Wow, I didn't actually realise the Naburu Iron Knuckle can actually block your jump attacks. That's the first time I've seen that. She, like, actually raises her axe upwards to kind of stop you from landing the hit. Wow, I've just learned something new. You're done anyway.
Okay.
10 minutes left.
Okay. Right now I'm in the cutscene for Princess Root, so I'm about to get the medallion from her.
I think the next thing you're going to do is get the fire arrows immediately after the cutscene, right? Because the sun's in like the
that, and I'm thinking I should go for the fishing pond and get the golden scale, because I still have some heart pieces to get.
Yeah, and depending if I can beat Twin Rover in time, because there's like 2 phases that can take, I don't know how long, because, you know, it's RNG most of the time, so I'm at the mercy of getting the right spells and the right angles at the right times. We could be going into overtime here. I mean, I'm just about to enter the battle right now, and yet I've only got 9 minutes left, so if it takes me longer to beat the boss, that's more time for you. But if I do beat the boss in time, I'm going to be stuck in the cutscene.
Oh my god. Don't tell me. Are you seriously telling me that you're just now in Twin Rolva, and at this point I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna be able to do one of the temples, but not the other one of the 2 that I have left in time. By the time you defeat Ganon.
I don't even know how long this boss is going to take me, but yeah. But remember, I'm not going for any gold skulletillers. I've got all the ones I need, so I can just cut right through the temple.
Oh, man. Oh,
to be honest, it's a short temple as well.
That's another thing. But by the time you defeat Ganon, my counter's not even gonna make it to 50, and I won't be able to. We won't be able to change it to red.
I've still got the training site. What's it called? The training grounds to do. I couldn't find the words. And like I said, RNG in this battle. I don't know how long this battle's going to take me. I might actually have to pause mid-boss battle if it goes on for too bloody long. So if I can't beat this boss battle within the next 8 minutes, because that's how much time we got left, yeah, we might actually have to pause and I have to continue the boss battle in the next episode. Because I'm not going to make like 20 minutes overtime if it gets really ridiculous. Because that's effectively another episode entirely. You can't float above me. How am I supposed to angle that, you douche nozzles?
Ooh, glitched up sky effects, but not that big of an issue, really.
Wait, well, what was going on? Wait, how did that touch me? Excuse me, there was nothing on the floor. Oh god, no, not this again. You know that part, the path issue that I have with my current plugin? Where, like, some things on the floor don't render properly. That's happening with their fire and ice. So I got frozen by nothing because I couldn't see the effect.
Okay.
This is pretty bad.
Okay, I was saying that as I was shooting one of the arrows at the morning sun to get the fire arrows, there were some glitched up graphics on the morning sky, on the daytime sky. So.
Oh, the quad sun. Because it looks like 4 suns instead of just the one.
You'll see what I mean when I edit this. But anyway, I'm gonna go to the fishing pond now so I can get the golden scale here. I hope this doesn't take me the remainder of the episode. Unless you have enough time to do Twin Rolva.
Well, right now I keep barely missing them because they're not in the right angle, and when I can hit them, the beam's already gone. They literally fly right into the beam, but because the beam's already dissipated, it's like they're teasing me, and I can't hit them because of the angle. This is what I mean by RNG. This is stupid. Oh, bloody hell, I didn't even see that being shot. Did I hit her? I can't tell. This is dumb. I like this boss fight because it's simple, and you don't even need to use your weapon until it comes to the second phase, but... because it's all about angles and knowing that you can use your shield in a crouch formation and you got to get the right angles. But what I hate is the angles themselves. It's like most of the time you can't even hit them. Come on. Still, the effects in this battle are really cool, especially on an original N64, because the resolution, the blurriness and all that actually makes like the fire effects and the ice effects like really have like a very deep fluorescent bloom to them. When it's all sharp and HD or emulated and cleaned up, it doesn't look as good. So that's one of the few times I'll say that playing Ocarina of Time on the actual hardware through like, you know, aerial or composite wires is actually a really good thing. It just looks good.
Okay, come here, come here, come here. You're not gonna escape.
Come on, really?
I almost had him at the last moment it escaped.
Oh, that's the worst, because he's a tough fish. He kept jumping for me. I couldn't even pull him I couldn't even pull him forwards because he just wouldn't stop jumping.
See, that's the thing too. I mean, I don't mind losing a fish, but when you're really, really close, that's what pisses me off.
Oh, come on.
How did I...
They're like right on top of each other, and then I can't hit them because they fly away when they shoot.
And while you're raging, I'm raging as well, because I missed that other fish right there again.
4 minutes, 10 seconds. This is going terribly.
I hope I can
haven't even got the
get
second
the
phase yet.
fish and the golden scale in time. Oh my god, you're right there, and you're not approaching the rod? Jeez.
Is that enough? Is that enough? That's enough! I'm on the second phase. I think you have to hit one of them 3 times, so that means it could take a minimum of 3 hits and a maximum of 5 hits. Because once one of them takes 3 hits, you go immediately to the next phase. Whoa, that camera was weird.
Got it, okay.
Give me that fire.
I'm gonna be really, really mad if this fish escapes me. I'm very sure this is the right fish.
Okay, this is going to be spicy. Because my shield is flashing red and everything's lighting up.
Yep. I almost wanna name this as Battle of the Battles, but that makes no sense.
Twin Rovers Tentacle? No, that sounds suggestive actually. Oh god, I've got the big one sword out, I can't. You get my shield out.
Battle of the Battles, because you're battling Twin Rover and I'm battling this big fish. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Come on, come on!
No, that's the bad one. I don't want that one. Ah, now she's just gonna keep
God,
spamming waste
close.
until I
No!
change.
Damn it!
It didn't escape again, did it?
Yes, it did! I caught a really good fish, I was so close, and it escaped.
How do you keep losing it? You are holding R and A and down, right?
I'm not mashing the buttons like you did when you got the Hylian Loach.
I wasn't mashing, I was more like twiddling the analog stick like in diagonal at some points because when you yank it in a downward diagonal position it kind of pulls the fish in just a tad, but the problem is you have more of a time than losing.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna bail out on this because I know that's the best fish I can get in that particular area.
I'd say keep going because I'm about to get into the cutscene.
No.
Spirit Medallion. I just killed
No,
one.
listen to me. Bail out as in get out and then go back in.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I've just beaten Twin Rover right now, but we've only got 1 minute 30 seconds, so I'm going to be stuck in the cutscene for the rest of this episode. So you've got overtime.
Oh, okay, so you're still in the battle right now. Actually, when you defeat them, should we stop there? Because you don't have to go in the cutscene to go full overtime, you know? Because I would have done that in the Forest Temple, but I didn't. So.
Well, the thing is, they've just finished arguing. I've got a minute left, and I'm not going to stand here for a minute. And that means that'll give you more time to catch the fish. That's max health for me. So I'm going to go in the water.
Got it.
Oh, wow. I just walked into the warp. God damn it. Well, I guess you could do the Lakeside Laboratory now and get that heart piece. Go on top of the building to get that heart piece. And then you've completed all of Lake Hylia.
No, I was saying I got the fish. There we go. I hope it's enough.
That's what I was saying.
9... Oh, that's not going to get me anywhere.
Oh, it's the wrong fish.
It was 9 pounds. I need to
to
catch a bigger fish than that. The fish
it's
has,
like near the log. That's...
the fish has to be about 20 pounds just to get the golden scale.
And the time is up.
But you're still in the cutscene,
I'm in a
right?
cutscene, so yeah, I'm talking to the Buru right now.
Okay.
I swear the fish is near that part of the log where it's just like a little branch sticking out the lake. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. So that's where I always snipe.
Oh, I didn't mean to press the Z button, but never mind. The camera's not the issue here.
Oh, this cutscene may actually be a lot shorter than I expected because Nibiru doesn't waste any time. She just says, yeah, I'll just give you the coin, and then I've got the coin, so I've got the coin already. This is like the shortest cutscene before getting the medallion.
Oh my god, am I seriously having trouble with this? Oh boy. I'm gonna go one more time because it looks like you're just about done with the cutscene now.
Yeah. I'm about to talk to Raru. Raru? Raru.
I was nowhere
and,
near
then
those
I'm done.
fish.
Wasn't that much of overtime then. Just got really unlucky on the first phase.
This isn't working for me.
The sages have awakened.
Okay, yeah, now you're seeing the cutscene to go to Ganon's castle. Well, rather, no, the Temple of Time first.
Right. Now, here's the thing. If I save and quit outside of the dungeon, I'm going to be immediately warped into the cutscene for the light arrows, and I feel like that's a little bit unfair cheating. I feel like I want to play the Prelude of Light to do that, so I'm purposely walking into the Temple of Time, the Spirit Temple again, and I'm going to pause here.
Oh my god, you're too small. Get off. Get off. You're too small. You're not the type of fish I need. I don't think so.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, I guess we'll have to end it because I just caught a much smaller fish, and I know that's not going to get me the golden scale. Not at all.
You can pause during that minigame, so you can just pick that up immediately via the save state.
Well, I'm actually going to get out again and pause from there because it's ridiculous.
Fair enough.
Okay. Alright. I'm paused now.
So I was just checking my stats. Yeah, so if I paused and saved and then, you know, reloaded my file in order to get back here, I would immediately be in the cutscene. I feel like it would be more fair if I took out my time, full overtime, to walk into the Spirit Temple, pause there, so that when I save and back up my file properly, not with a save state, I'll spawn into the Spirit Temple, so I'll have to play the Prelude of Light or call a save warp in order to trigger the cutscene for the light arrows. Because otherwise, if I just reloaded my file and we started recording, I would have to start from the save file, and that's not starting where we left off in the last episode, and I can't even make my way back there without bumping into the cutscene, so I walked back into the Spirit Temple to mitigate that.
Okay.
So, yeah, all you got to do is get the golden scale and then get the heart piece for diving, the heart piece on top of the lab, and then you've done the whole of Lake Hylia, and then it's probably straight to the Shadow Temple with you, which you already have the... No, you do not have the song for.
No, I'm doing the Spirit Temple first.
Oh! Okay, then. Fair. Oh, yeah, because you've already got the Lens of Truth.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I think that's enough for this episode. It took us 3 tries, but we got there, and this episode's already long enough as it is at 44 minutes for me. So, yeah, we're going to end it off now, and we'll see you guys on the on my channel for the next episode.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna sign out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is Blue Hedgehog Man 17 and
Scatlink Sean.
And we will see you guys next time for episode 25 of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time versus race, which is gonna go up on Scatlink Sean's channel. Until then, we're out of here. So long.
Bye.